Hey guys, it's Peter and welcome to my channel, Peter Likes Books. So let's get right into it because I have literally, I don't know how many books here on my TBR, but I was like trying to think of like what a different acronym. Oh no, she ain't gonna start mowing the lawn after I'm starting my video. I was trying to think of a different acronym for TBR instead of to be read, and mine should be like something like, I don't know, to be replaced, because I have all of these books and I will never end up reading all of these books, number one. Number two, they're kind of just suggestions for what I want to read this month. So I don't want you guys to be like, oh, well, he put that on his TBR and he didn't read it, because I like know that like people get so upset about people's TBRs. You guys, it's just for me a way of like, I have so many books over there on my bookshelf, which is so funny because as I'm like, since I've redone my bookshelf, I'm like so anal about my bookshelf, and I'm like, if I take one book out, before I would have just like thrown it up there. Now I'm like, oh no, I have to move this around, and I have to move that around, and whatever. I have to say, you guys, I'm very like conscious. It's interesting because I did a video on my other channel about being gay and older, and I talked about, oh, PP just came up here, being very comfortable in my own skin. Somebody left a comment on my video, and I don't know why I'm letting this bother me, but it said something about that they preferred Peter of 2010 to Peter of 2016, and that they thought maybe it was like, basically what they were saying was that I was very flippant and very effeminate today compared to where I was at 2010. And you guys, a lot of that is just because of my comfort level, but I cannot go back to being I wasn't closeted then, but I mean, I was a little bit to the public world as far as like, I mean, I wouldn't have just been like, girl, what's up? You know, I mean, I wouldn't have been like that. And so, but I can't go back to that. I refuse to go back to that. So I've just got to get that out there so that I can be myself. They even blamed it on RuPaul's Drag Race Extravaganza. I was like, that show has done only good, no bad. So anyway, okay, let's get right to my TBR. Starting with, speaking of that, Adam Silvera's More Happy Than Not. So I have heard so many good things about this book. In fact, and I'm not going to talk about the books I need to catch up on because I have like 7. If you guys have watched my channel all summer long, you know what those 7 books are. But Rob at Books and Bob's and I are right now buddy reading The Great American Whatever by Tim Federal. It's really not that great, you guys. I'm really struggling with it, as is he. But he asked me if I had read this, and I said no, and he was like, oh my God, you need to go read it right away. It's so good. So he and I, our reading tastes are very similar. So I'm super excited about this. Plus, Adam Silvera has a book coming out this fall, and I want to read this before the new book comes out. I think everybody got that book at BEA, so I'm really jealous of it. So if anybody has another copy of Adam Silvera's newest book coming out that they'd like to gift to me, feel free. Anyway, all right. Oh, PB, you gonna watch my books? Okay. The next thing, I've talked about this on here, but is Resurgence by AJ Flower. It was actually sent to me by Review. I told him I would do it, so I'm going to read that this month. I'm going to get right on it. It has really, like, small, like, print on the page. You can't really see it from there, but I'm like, ugh, I have to get my readers out. I do not have readers yet. I am not that old. I seriously am not. Okay, then let's get to the buddy reads. So it's so funny is I was so excited about this whole buddy reading thing that in August I did like 7 buddy reads, and one of them is a carryover actually. And in September I only have 1 serious one planned and 1 carryover, and then 1 maybe that could happen. So if anybody wants to buddy read something with me, you know, send me out a message. You know, like I say, I prefer to do them with people that have booktube channels so that we can do videos back and forth. But I'm also using Voxer now. So if you have Voxer and you'd like to Vox me, I'm Peter Mon, M-O-N-N. So the first thing I'm doing is, this was supposed to be in August, but Nathan James and I, over at his channel, Nathan James, I've mentioned it before, I love his channel. He and I are buddy reading The Giver by Lois Lowry. I don't know anything about this book or movie. I haven't seen it. I've heard the movie was horrible, but that the book was great. So I'm gonna watch both of them. I guess maybe the 2010 Peter was a little bit better, but I had brown hair, no beard, I was 30 pounds thinner, and I had Botox. But like my dad said, if you watch that video, how long can you keep it up, Peter, and what are you chasing anyway? I ain't chasing waterfalls. Okay, the next one that I'm reading, buddy reading, Simon at Savage Reads and I, are you ready that neither one of us has read this book? we are reading Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I know that everybody loves this book so much. The whole series, the movie is coming out at the end of September. I'm super excited to see it. I know Ransom Riggs, the author, is like very interactive with like the booktube community, and I know like Jesse, the reader, is like his all-time biggest fan and loves everything that he writes. So I'm really excited about reading this book and getting into that world. One of my best friends who reads a shit ton of YA said it was like her favorite YA book of all time. So I'm super excited about that. I've already looked through all the pictures. They're very spooky. I love spooky. Did you guys ever watch the Roseanne Halloween episodes? I love the very first one when Crystal comes in and she's dressed up and she's like, I'm the Halloween fairy. But anyway, she's like, everything's so spooky. I love that. All right. And then, it's September 1st, and you know what starts today, you guys? My Chuck Palahniuk class, okay? Which isn't really a class, it's just a group buddy reads that we're all doing together, and we're all gonna comment on it and talk and blah, 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 whatever. Feel free to vox me about that or tweet me and all those kinds of things. I was gonna send out letters, I haven't done that. I know, bad Peter. Okay, and I'm gonna send out a group email, I haven't done that, bad Peter. And I was gonna put up something on my blog or on Instagram, and I haven't done that either, so spank my ass. But I am going to start Fight Club today. And somebody commented on my YouTube video, you guys, the only reason I don't remember who did it is because I get a lot of comments and I don't write them down, so I apologize. But somebody wrote that this was on sale, on the Audible sale yesterday. So I got on the Audible website last night. You guys know I love Audible. And they were having their anniversary sale, which is like every book that's been on their daily deal for the last year was back on sale again. And, okay, so I got on there at like $11.50 and the sale ended at $11.59 and I bought 6 books. They were all under like $3. And I bought Fight Club for $2.95. So I will be listening to the first Chuck Palahniuk book on Audible, Fight Club. And I'm super excited, but I'm going to read along with it too. And you know I have my bookmark by Katie! And what's so funny is that the audiobook, my bookmark, and everything look just like this cover, and there's like 15 different covers. The Seattle Times says, astonishing. Scott Heim, oh my God, he wrote Mysterious Skin. Did you ever read that book? I love that book. I so related to Mysterious, is it called Mysterious Skin? By Scott Heim. He is a fantastic author. Okay, let's get right on to it. So the next book, these are kind of some carryovers. I'm still reading Goat, a memoir by Brad Land, but I'm halfway through it, you guys, and it's so fantastic. It's being made into a movie was made into a movie with Nick Jonas and Dave Franco, and it's about guys that are hazed in a fraternity, and it's like, it was supposedly horrific. I don't want to say anything, you guys, but this book is, I mean, I did not know anything about this book or the movie coming out. It is hands down fantastic and beautifully, beautifully written. So if you like literary fiction, you would love this book as well. But then I'm also about a third of the way through Cinder, which I'm reading with Maddie. It was supposed to be our August book, but I didn't finish it. And when I finish it, I'm gonna dive right into Scarlet, because why wouldn't you? Okay? So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I actually am really kind of liking the Cinder world. I didn't think I would. And Eco is like my favorite character so far in the book. And it's funny because I always like the side characters. Like I'm listening to Everything by Nicola Yoon. And if you've listened to the audiobook, I do not love the person they hired to do the narration of the book, or the person to play Maddie. But I love when she does, I love who plays Ollie, but I love when she does Carla, the nurse or maid or whatever Carla is. I love when she does that voice. And yes, I already know who they hired for Salma Hayek, I think got the part for the movie. But I love Carla's voice in there, but the girl I hate. She sounds corny. So let's go right into the next thing. Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I know that the sequel comes out to this. I really want to read this. It's super long. I just got it from Amazon. I'm super excited to read it, but guess what? I got it on sale on Audible yesterday for less than $3, and I was like, if I can listen to it on Audible, I can just read it along with it, and that's what I'm going to do. Then somebody sent me Neon Fever Dream by Elliot Pepper. I'm super excited about this. It's kind of this fantasy thing that takes place at Burning Man, which is like a music festival. I don't don't really know how to explain it. If you guys don't know what Burning Man is, go look it up. It's about the huge guy that they build that is actually a Burning Man by the end of the festival. And it's occurring right now. So I thought this would be very apropos. I love that word. It's like probably one of my all-time favorite words, apropos. It's not even one word. To read this. So I'm going to read that and review it. I was sent to that for review. I was sent to that. That's like Alyssa Edwards on RuPaul's Drag Race. Not on today. Is she the one that says not on tonight? Okay. And then Desiree, I think, sent me It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. If it wasn't Desiree, I apologize for whoever sent this to me. But I'm going to read this month because I really wanted to just like dig my heels right into a Colleen Hoover. What does she even look like? Oh, she's cute. I love her. Okay. Hey, Colleen. She lives in Texas with her husband and their 3 boys. Who knew? Very much like Rainbow Rowell that lives in... That was the very first book that I read for September, Kindred Spirits by Rainbow Rowell. I gave it 5 stars, hands down. It was a really short book that she did for, somebody sent it to me and I can't remember who, Grace, Faith, something like that I want to say. But I loved it. It was fantastic. I was just floored by it. I read it last night in one setting. I couldn't believe it. It was like probably one of my favorite Rainbow Rowell pieces of all time. Then, okay, this month, you guys, you're already seeing, like, Peter said he was going to read 15 books this month. Oh, last month I said I was going to read 20 books and I read 11. So this month, I thought, bring it down a little bit. I'm going to read 15 books, and then let's hope I read 30. Because there's a lot of books here, and I don't know that I'm going to get to all of them, but we'll see. So the next book that I want to read is Illuminae, followed by Gemina. I'm so excited, you guys. I've heard such great things about these books, and I have both of them. This is the art copy I was sent, so I want to see this. You know, so many people comment or email me, and they're like, you get all these arcs. How do you get these arcs? Blah, 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 whatever. Okay, first of all, you guys, I don't have a ton of subscribers. So it's not like publishers are just like sending me books left and right. If I want a book, I have to like write them. And I mean, a couple people have sent me requests for reviews, but they're not like Penguin isn't contacting me being like, oh, we want to send you, you know, like all this kind of stuff. That's just not how it is. So I've contacted a couple publishing companies or publicists. But I have to be honest with you guys, I get denied a lot. Like, I probably get denied more. I mean, I was really surprised they sent this to me. I think they're sending out a ton of copies of this. I've seen so many booktubers that got it at BEA. They didn't respond. It just showed up on my doorstep. So I was super excited about that. But I really, really, really wanted a copy of Caravel, and I wanted a copy of the new Benjamin Alire Science book. And for Caravel, they said they couldn't send me a copy. They're very nice about it, but they couldn't send me a copy. And I never heard back from the people about Benjamin Alire Science. And those were like the 2 that I reached out. Oh, and then I also reached out, here's my little secret, so if you want to read this book, about Sean David Hutchinson's new book. And she did email me back like immediately the next day and said they didn't have arcs yet, but as soon as they did, they would send it to me. And I'm so excited. Okay. Then the next book is Patti Smith's Just Kids. I love Patti Smith. I love her music. I've heard so many great things about this. Whitney at Witty Novels. I saw it on her books that she was taking to college, and that was a reminder for me. When I was in Chicago, I wanted to read a book that was locally there. I looked up the best 10 books that took place in Chicago, and Joe Mino's Hairstyles of the Damned, local author, autographed copy. You want to see the autograph on this? I mean, it's like, look. Seriously? You could... And you know what's so funny is, when I was at the library yesterday, they have all the John Green books. Okay, this is Indianapolis. John Green lives here. The Fault in Our Stars lives here. Or The Fault in Our Stars took place here. Which, incidentally, I have a really good friend of mine who is the assistant basketball coach at North Central High School, where supposedly Augustus Waters played basketball for North Central High School, the Panthers. He even had a Panthers coat, do you remember, in the movie? So I went up to my friend Walt and I said, hey, Walt, I go, did you know Augustus Waters? And he goes, what? I go, Augustus Waters, he used to play basketball for you. You guys, it's true conversation, I swear to you. And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I go, The Fault in Our Stars. Didn't you see the movie? He goes, is it about cancer? Oh, PP's even laughing. But anyway, so I got this book. It's about punk rockers in high school, and I don't know, and I love that kind of shit. So I'm super excited about that. Harry Potter, if I ever finish The Chamber of Secrets, I'm going to read The Prisoner of Azkaban. PP, we're so behind. There's The Great American Forever. The Serpent King, because I've talked about it, and so many people said it was great. An Ember in the Ashes, because the new one is already out. What's it called? A Torch Against the Night is already out, and I want to read both of those. It's like really big print, so I can get to that. And then Red Queen, because I promised Shayla I would read it in August, and I didn't even start it. And I'm so upset about that, Shayla. I feel like such an ass. Oh, we don't hurt books. Okay. And then The Spiderwick Chronicles, I have a book 1, which I want to read. It's so funny, I got this at Half Price Books, and look. Where is it? Oh, this little girl wrote her name in it here somewhere, and I thought it was so cute. And then All the Bright Places, which you guys know I got for super cheap, Half Price Books. I've wanted to read that forever. And then Andrew Smith's In the Path of Falling Objects. And then I'm going to read to you guys really quick the Audible books that I got, if I do not run out of time on this video, because it looks like I am. Okay, come on. What are you guys reading in August or September? What are you reading? Okay, or should I do this? Okay, I got, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, they're not loading. I can't remember what I got, but I'm gonna read, Fight Club, yeah. And also the one about the girl, something about, I don't know, the girl one. I hope you guys are having a wonderful September 1st already. It's almost Labor Day. Do you guys have Labor Day plans? Link and put it in the comment section below what you're doing this weekend. Follow me on all my social media to see what I'm doing. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.